with Dean Kannemeyer this morning to take us through his runners for Hollywood Bets Durbanville on Monday. Dean, in the first, you've got Enchanting Choice, a Rafi first-timer. What are you expecting from her?
Well, she's a lovely big scopy filly, but she's taken a long time to mature and strengthen up, and I've just sat on her. And she's bred to go 2,000 metres, but she's a lovely filly. Had things gone our way and managed to gallop, I would have probably pulled out first time over 1,600 metres. But we can't gallop at the moment, and so I went through the program vaccination, giving all those a bit of a break. So I'll start off over trip is too sharp for her, but she's a lovely filly. She's a filly that I think will continue to improve, but definitely out of a Daylami mare, and she's only starting to furnish now. But I think she'll run a nice race, probably a bit outpaced and lost around the turn, but I think she won't die maiden.
Race 2, Marimi Gorge. Craig Zack here bought a Silvano colt. Lovely to see this type of breeding.
Yeah, well-bred colt, medium-sized horse. Also haven't been hard on him during the winter season. It's typical Silvano, bring him out in the springtime. It's supposed to be spring. I'm sitting with the gloves here and jackets and coats and things like that. But I'm starting him with over 1,400 metres, nice horse. And I think he'll need a run for the penny to drop, but I would include him in the exotics. He could be pretty lost at Durbanville, and my intention was to try and run these horses first time out of Kenilworth 1,200, but unfortunately that's just not going to happen. So, but a nice type of horse, and also will continue to improve.
Race 3, Protagonist. He's had the 2 runs back around sort of April, May. Has he benefited from the time off in between?
I eased up on him completely, because I said to the owners, just give him time to mature and strengthen up, because he was showing me his races have been a little disappointing. First time he ran, and I was a little disappointed, but that happens with first timers. The second run I expected, I think Grant Burr rode him, and I think he'd be right then. He just became one paced. And I said, what we'll do is we'll put him away, bring him out in the springtime when it's nice and warm. But anyway, I think he's going to land up going over ground. This was a mile plus. I think he'll land up going 2,000 metres. So, but he looks racy. He's also had a break. A lot of my horses, I think, aren't right there yet. But they need to race, and he's got to improve. But he's looking well.
Then give me a first won't take part. Race 8, Symphony of Light. She's got a good strike rate at the course. Yeah,
Symphony of Light. She's a Galileo mare, and she can be a little bit tricky filly with her mouth. Sometimes she wants to hang out, and Craig will just have to try and get her in. And but you can, she's had a wind up, and so. But I'm just convinced the mile won't be a problem. And if all goes well and he gets her to settle nicely, then she's got to be a competitive runner. When she won a kennel with 1,200 with King and the Melon, one exceptionally well, came from nowhere. But you've got to include her.
Race 9, Gimme's Laddie. Craig Zack here board. He's coming off a bit of a break. Will he need the run, or will he be competitive?
I would say that you've got to include him, but as I said, I just haven't got them there yet, and I've got to get them on the racecourse so we can get ready for the summer season, spring summer season, put it that way. But they're all doing well. They're over everything, and the vaccinations, and they've had a nice break. We got to get ready. The next thing, the season's upon us. All the Durban horses had a nice break too. They've had a hard, tough campaign in Durban. So, but we'll start now, and as soon as the weather gets warmer, you'll see the horses will continue to improve.
Dean, thank you. All the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's Dean Kannemeyer taking us through his runners, and looking forward to them all coming back to their best after a run or two and some sunshine.